Now I'm so excited to bring one of my best friends and a conspirator in getting me into this crazy, industry of self-awareness, personal development, and just putting yourself out there. And I want to bring her to the table right now. It is Angel Marie. Angel, hello. How are you?
Fabulous. Thank you so much for having me on and allowing me to share with your tribe. I just adore you and thank you so much. I just had to show because you're right. Natalie, I love Natalie. I just adore her also. And it's just so true. So thank you.
You
Thank
know,
you for having me on.
Everyone, I am with the wonderful, the amazing, the almost magical, maybe magical. To me, she's magical. Angel Marie Monticelli. She's a Reiki Master, a TV host, a best-selling author, and owner and founder of Angel Marie Inc. Oh my gosh, Angel Marie Inc. Wow, listen to that. You can contact her at AZ for Arizona, Lightworkers Gifts at gmail.com. Or she's brave too. You can call her at 623-334-3393. Angel, again, I'm so excited to have you today because I feel like I'm with two of my, well, I am. It's not like I am with two of my best friends, period, on the show today. And I'm telling you, when you get into business, to me, it's so much better to get into business with people that you know, love, and trust. I hear it so often, know, like, and trust. I mean, I don't advocate for people I like. I advocate passionately for people I love. And you and Natalie are that. And, I'm going to go back just a little bit of time, Angel. And you were there and I was there. And I really started thinking about the legacy of me being in this world. I'm just an old tech guy. I am. Used to create softwares, used to do front-end coding, worked for like Intuit and GoDaddy and Linsco Private Ledgers and some other companies. And I remember I was invited to come out to an event. I'd never done that thing ever before in my life. And I was like, maybe this is something I should try and do. And I remember that was the first time I had met you. And I remember I immediately fell in love with you, let's say. I fell in love with what you're doing because I thought to myself, how can this person have so much fun and have a business too? And that really was, Angel, the starting point of Network Together, which was a networking organization going from just networking to much of the groundwork of what you see today. And I've never actually publicly told you that. And I wanted to know, you gave me a lot of the courage, because this was even pre-Sean, my lovely wife. This was pre-Sean, and you were like, you and Silo Moses were the two people that said, Robert, you have a message and a gift, and if you don't get it out there, no one will ever know. And I just want to say thank you for that. I mean, this is your segment, but I just want to take a little time to say thank you for that, okay?
You are so welcome, Robert. And I'm blessed that I can do this for so many people that are just, they're searching or they're just ready to ignite it. And you always had it in you. And thank you. I appreciate that. And I will take that in. Absolutely. That's a gift. That is a gift. And I always say that, ignite your energy, ignite your gifts. And that's really what happened. You learned energy, you learned understanding, and then all of a sudden all this, and it was always there. So thank you. You are so welcome.
And that's where I had my first understanding of, we don't have to go searching for our gifts. We don't have to go searching for our gifts. What our life really is meant to do is find the pathways to best utilize our gifts so we can serve. And that is really what I found. And once I started looking at the gifts and the talents of people, and it is a crazy world at some time, there is so much to do and so many places to go and so many emails to read and so many things to write and so many opportunities that are put on our lap. But at the end of the day, if you sit in that quiet space, in that quiet moment, that place of that internal meditation, you get to the point of it all making sense, don't you?
Absolutely. It all makes sense when we get quiet. And then, yes, when we raise our energy, when you do that shining, but yet it is in that quiet time when we come from right here of what is important and who am I?
Yeah. And one of the things that you've taught me is each and every morning I do my exercises, I do my meditation, and I drink my water with lemon. And 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 people may say, well, so what? Does that really matter? And I say that and because it doesn't seem like a lot. But here's the thing. In each and every moment, it's everything. And each and every moment that I do it, it builds. And so, after you do it a month, a year, 5 years, all that I'm doing, it almost like, I don't know how to say it, biomechanically or mentally or heart, it really does start to change because I can kind of feel it drawing through every cell in my body. And I don't know if I'm right saying that. Is there any truth to that? But it does seem like there's this ongoing magic if I just continue to do the process.
I love how you put it because it is a magic because we really truly are just a vibrational field of circuits. We really
Yeah.
are. And you hit it and it is a heart thing, but our heart has more vibrational fields, energy and neural nets than anything else. So yes, you're right on. As you keep doing this, you're building, your lenticular brain starts to take up, and this is scientific, and it starts to take away that loop that says I can't do it, and why do I bother, and oh, I'm tired, and oh, I only got 2 hours sleep, or whatever that is, and it takes that away, and it's setting the tone. And yeah, 5 years, 6 years, seven, yeah, and you have it's been, and you keep building. So when you get up in the morning and something does happen, you go, okay, we'll get through it
Yeah.
because you're not going off. So that's beautiful because really that is about understanding, not just here, but really experiencing and that energy and what energy really is vibrationally.
Mhm. You know, and one of the things I hear, um, out there is, becoming bulletproof, making yourself bulletproof, making your business bulletproof. And, it's like, and I found like, is it bulletproof that I'm looking for? You know, and as I go through this life, I'm finding that if I just attempt to keep trying to become this bulletproof person, what it really does is it creates bulletproof is really a barrier. And I am not trying to create a barrier around myself. I'm actually attempting to really, absorb and be a part of more and apart from less. And when I'm bulletproof, it actually kind of creates a negative or a contrarian feel to everyone out there and me. And it was the same thing. We talked about this before the show. And I remember there used to be this word called love thy neighbor. And I felt like, why are we not saying that anymore? Why is it stranger danger? Are we all really danger? Are we all really made of love and true beauty and vibration? Are there a few bad apples? Maybe so. But, I think at the end of the day, I'm learning about embracing and holding positivity in a space in a very internal, personal, and more holistic way. And that's a part of how you help entrepreneurs, isn't it, Angel? Is getting them to remain in the most positive of spaces so they can keep their mind and their heart clear, so they can move on and make the best decisions for themselves and those who they serve, correct?
Oh, beautifully put, because it really is the pathway, it's a formula to be able to get on that formula, stay on that so that you can serve more, you can make better choices. The
Mhm.
key is also is to feel, yes, to feel your energy so that you can make those choices. And that's the thing, is experience and say, my energy doesn't feel, I'm not going to do LinkedIn, this whole course on LinkedIn. I'm just making it up. And then
Yeah,
I think I should go with this coach. Well, that doesn't feel right. Okay,
right.
it doesn't matter. It looks good on paper. I have the money. I can do. It doesn't feel right to listen and really control headset, your heart set, and your gut set. And that's a vibrational field. So yes, that's how I help entrepreneurs, because we don't even really talk about their business, because it has nothing to do with their business. It has everything to do with your energy. You know that, each and every one of you viewers that are watching, you know that it has to do with, people go, oh, I like her energy. Oh, I can feel that energy. So, oh, when I'm just around her, I feel this way. Yes, it's the field, it's a vibration, it is frequency. So I love helping entrepreneurs and even people that go into work and they're just in the every day, in that hamster wheel, helping them to connect to their energy, not just with Reiki, not with just angel card reading, not all of those. It's coming over here and saying, I can help you with your energy. So thank you. Yes, exactly.
And the other things that I really see you, and I'm saying this from me personally, because it goes back to, like, Natalie talking about legacy and some of the thoughts and growth that I've had. When you start doing these things, you also get this sense you're decluttering, in these blind spots, in these energy stoppages, in these points of can't turn into the points of can, because all of a sudden you get you become more of a proactive energy creator than one who's kind of taking on other people's energies. You're able to kind of glow stick in and become the energy and the source for others, not with attachment, but with warmth. And see, and once entrepreneurs also start doing that, they actually become more of an extension outward of themselves. And to me, in a way, it's almost like you help entrepreneurs create their own it factor.
Oh, Robert, I love how you put things. You're just such a great interviewer and how you see and put things together. So thank you. It's putting the formula together to help them to really to say, I get to do these things, and let's stay in it positive, because you are really what you think about. 100% done, drop. And that's so true. It's so moving forward. Yes.
And that's why I always say, at one time in my life, I felt my life was just going to be what it was and how it was. And then all of a sudden, when these doors started opening, I came up this whole new mentality that I'm going to do things I've never done. I'm going to say things I've never said. I'm going to, go places I've never gone, and I'm going to learn in ways that I've never learned before. And, that's what you help people do. And the other thing I got from just training with you, Angel, and again, this is where I want to help entrepreneurs understand why you're so important, or Reiki Masters, etc., is so important, is by removing these blocks, these self-imposed barriers. All of a sudden you hear that the sky's the limit. Well, people will tell you the sky's the limit, but if you don't have a practice and a process to get to that sky's the limit, you'll never be there. Part of it is you help entrepreneurs create the step ladder of where they want to arrive and go. And this is what's so crazy about it is, when I see the step ladder in my life now, I used to see the step ladder as a bar here, and steps. But now I've seen the step ladder as, like, not this one little skinny little thing going up. I see it as this expanded thing that goes like that, because my ladder has become so wide and so big, and it's made me see, in ways that I've never seen before. And that's why I always say it's so important for anyone into life to have someone work on that energy. And really, in certain ways, it creates not only the healing, but it helps your business, because the more you work on yourself, right? Isn't that what Stephen Covey says, right? The more you work on yourself, sharpening the saw, the better you'll do in business.
Oh, so true. So true. And it's helping to see a different perspective of your life, giving you that cheerleading and that accountability, because you have a formula and right there. And that's what, and you got on that the morning activities. I don't like routine, the morning activities, because it felt good. Because why? Because I was calling or I was texting going, how you doing? Come on, let's keep doing. And that's what helps, because you can go and have a life coach. You can go and have any of those coaches. When you have a Reiki master, a spiritual counselor, and understands the vibrational field of it, then they're holding space for you. That is the power of that. And then you have that holding space of all the other students also.
Yep.
It's powerful, and it helps completely shift. And it also helps you write your story and really connect to that story, because we all have it.
Yep. I couldn't agree more. I will tell you, last year at this time, I wasn't able to drive a car. I had my surgeries, and, I was going through some things and through some, kind of physical ailments. But, one of the things by practicing the energy work that you taught me, it helped me with the practice of the physical therapy and the stretches and the strength activities I had to do to get better. And see, the thing is, my dad taught me, he says, the wonderful thing about knowledge is it could be the most selfish thing that you've ever done, and no one will, be upset, if you pursue it. And he said, the other thing about knowledge is it's transferable. So what you learn with an energy worker can also be transferred into the other areas of your life, including business, including being a better husband, a better father, a better son, etc. And, what are some of the things that you could gift our audience, and what could they do immediately, which would give them a more impact just right away in their life?
Oh, one of the biggest ones. Thank you for asking that. And I wrote 11 of them in here about how to boost your energy, because everything is about how to boost your energy. Because when your energy is high, and it doesn't mean you have to do the shine on shake and you get off, not it. It can be right too. Is once you step into that, you can see more clearly. So what that is, and I'm going to do a simple one, is just clapping your hands. And a lot of us, we go through the day and we go to one thing to the next, either on the computer to the next business meeting, to the next interview, to the next TV show, to, I got to write a chapter. Oh, just keep going though. Just keep going and bringing it around, and you're clearing your nervous system. You're clearing your nervous system. And then what happens is you start to go, this kind of feels funny. This kind of feels great. And then you start to laugh, because you're laughing at yourself, because why am I copying all the time? But I really encourage you to keep doing and coming all the way around and picking up your feet, because you're clearing out your energy. And then you stop. Feel it. Viewers, feel it. You're vibrating. You're vibrating right now. And that's when you're feeling your energy. And that's where we would go in a session and just say, okay, where do you not feel it moving? Yeah. And you never felt that before. So this is my big one that we're going to do today, because there's 11 different ones in the Ignite book. And go ahead and just clap it through, and keep going as long as you can. And Google what happens when you clap. I'm not even going to go into it, what it does.
Absolutely. And another one that I really learned is the power of breathing, the power of breath work. I mean, amazing. And I notice if I don't do my breath work in the morning, I don't breathe as easy during the day. And that I can't help but believe it's because it's a part of you are what you become because of your habits. And your body has an expectation, and when you don't reach that expectation, whether good habits or bad habits, there is a result from it, isn't there?
There really isn't. And a habit doesn't create this perfect life. A habit creates a permanent behavior. And when you have a permanent behavior, then what happens? And you do it joyously, because if you're going to hang out with me, you're going to do it joyously. Absolutely, it does. Breathing is great. So please, the breath, the diaphragmatic breath, start to do that every day and get those down, because it will help you to really facilitate and see your life.
In another place that I've seen magic happen is Reiki isn't just to make a person the most empowered person in the world, and they're just going to move every mountain. Sometimes just getting up in the morning, is monumental. if you have depression, or if you're physically ailing, or if you've gone through some type of trauma. And, there are different ways that a person can get past this trauma. You know, but I feel like Reiki is one of the greatest ways that a person can get back, get out of trauma, and open their vibration and their energy fields again. Tell everyone, what is it about Reiki that helps people actually accelerate past the trauma and get them into the place of positivity again?
Great question. And the biggest thing is Reiki and universal energy, right? Universal life force
Mhm.
energy. We all have it. And the biggest part of that is having a master teacher that is there to help facilitate, but then also to teach, but also it helps you to be in that vibrational field so that you feel safe. Most of us never feel safe. And when
Yeah.
we feel safe to be able to explore, we start to become more vulnerable. We start to bring it out, but you're in a safe environment. And that's what Reiki does, because it's energy healing and it helps you absolutely to feel better, and you're able to explore more and it gives you more clarity. So the things that are really buried, because I know for me, I buried so
Yeah.
many things and all of a sudden the traumas came out. And it was beautiful because I felt safe with my Reiki master teacher.
And safety is, and I love that the community that I always like to be in is, it's a safe place to go so everyone can grow. And I think we all need a safe place. It's hard to do it all alone. And quite frankly, it's not as fun. It's not as fulfilling. We're meant to do all this together. We're almost at the end of the show, but Angel, you are a multiple time, best-selling author. You have two beautiful books yourself. The first one is Shine On, the second one is Unite. And, anyone can get so much out of those books. And one is just to read them, and the second is to practice them. And another thing that you've done, and I'm so appreciative, if you have been such a great advocate of the book, The Art of Connection, and the book series. And you held the books up, and you have been in every book since the inception, and you're going to be in the fourth book too. And you have seen this grow as much as Natalie and I have, and it has grown so much tremendously. What is your motivation and reasoning about being in the Art of Connection, and why do you want to continue to grow with it? I want you to, I love you to, but I want to know from you your reasoning.
My reasoning to be in the books is from the other people that are in iNETrepreneur that I have met. And a lot of these beautiful people are throughout the whole world. So I haven't physically met, but we get to physically meet them. This year, there's going to be a physical meeting. And then also online, I get to, and it is a get to, because it is a very heartfelt. And it is because of you, Robert. And it is because, yes, I helped you get there with some energy and understanding. So you have created and cultivated a beautiful tribe, group, however you want to look at it, of people that are heartfelt, that are looking to help each other. And that is why I've been here all these years from the start, and I will continue to. And it is because of you, but it's also because, like you said, knowledge can be shared, and when you share that knowledge of how to really connect to your energy. And that is why I'm still here, and I will be until we do like 7 or 8, right?
That's right. And I tell people that's what the power of connecting is. I wouldn't be in this business if it wasn't for you and a few friends. And I wouldn't be continuing this book series if it wasn't Natalie and a few friends. And I am more than grateful for it, because, it is a passion project of mine. And I'm a passionate about what you and Natalie do. And I'm just grateful that you're on the show today. So if you would love to be in the book, The Art of Connection, you can certainly go to 365 Days of Gratitude Quotes for more information. Again, I just want to thank you so much for being here today, Angel. Again, I'm with Angel Marie Monticelli. She's a Reiki Master, TV host, best-selling author, multiple times #1 international best-selling author, and owner and founder of Angel Marie Inc. You can contact her at AZ, as in Arizona, Lightworkers Gifts at gmail.com, or call her at 623 334-3393. Angel, thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. I adore you. Love you. Thank you, viewers.